Good evening, everyone. Political Jester here, and it is time once again for another interview. Now, this one was not exactly easy to pull off because the person I'm going to be interviewing is currently serving a prison sentence of 70 years for a hate crime. Yes, I am talking about Gamingbro's father, the KKK member, and the husband to Mrs. Burt, who you've seen in my previous interviews. And I have the man with me right here and now. Please, let's give a warm trailer park welcome to Reuben Bidong Burt.
Well, howdy, PJ. My name is Reuben Bidong Burt, but my friends call me Rube. So it's Rube Bidong Burt. And I'm here to say that everyone on my radar, POCs, GUs, Chinese, Mexicans, Arabs, homosexuals, I hate everybody. And as you, PJ, being a proud straight white male, I respect you. And I respect all straight white males because it is the purest of pure and the lightest of the light.
Well, that's quite an interest. It's quite a very unique intro there, Mr. Burt. I'll call me Rube. Rube, okay, Rube. Yeah, Rube Bidong Burt. That's what my friends call me. I am Reuben, but my friends call me Rube. And you, PJ, being a straight white male, have earned the right to call me Rube. Okay, Rube. Well, so, Rube, let's go ahead and do what I normally do with my guests by you introduce yourself and, tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Well, that's fine. Well, I was 19 years old when I met my wife, who's also my first cousin. Her name is Doris Burt. You saw her here on the show before. She's the biggest whore in the trailer park. And Rube, if I may interrupt, since your wife is such a whore, why do you stay with her? Well, that's easy. I don't want to pay child support. I wouldn't touch that nasty disease skank polecat with a 10-foot pole. But I don't want to pay child support. So all the men coming in and out of that there trailer, next time you go in there, make yourself a sandwich too.
Well, duly noted. I certainly myself would never go into that trailer. Well, that's a good thing, PJ.
Now, I also want to go in to say that the biggest disappointment, one of the biggest failures I ever had, is my son, Gamingbro. Gamingbro was what was supposed to be my I-star child. I used to try to make a man out of him. I tried taking him hunting and fishing. I tried to play catch, sign him up for football, little league, and all that stuff. But that little sissy boy wanted to play with Barbie dolls.
Are you saying that Gamingbro used to play with Barbie dolls?
That's right. It's a dang embarrassment. That's right. I would come home and he'd be playing with Barbie dolls and Ken dolls and everything, dressing them up and doing their hair. Matter of fact, he told me one time he wanted to be a hairdresser, and I beat him till he was bloodier red than a tomato.
Well, yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, he wants to preach social justice and all that other garbage. He stands for everything that I hate. And I say if you have hatred in your heart, you open up your heart and you let that hate flow.
So, now, speaking of which, PJ, I understand my son is your puppet, just like I am now and my wife Doris is.
That's correct. And your daughter Gaming says too. Oh yeah, she's another disappointment. I never really cared much for her. She was kind of a daddy's girl. But then she just got on Gamingbro's social justice kick. And then it was all about Gamingbro. And then even though Gamingbro wanted to have sex with his own sister and keep the incest trend in the family, well hell, he couldn't even pull that off.
Yes, I see. So, what exactly did you do to earn yourself 70 years in prison for a hate crime, Rube?
Well, it's not a very pretty story. And I hate, PJ, to get your channel taken down for any kind of hate speech.
Well, that's not allowed on my show anyway.
Well, let's just say that my hate crime was against social justice warriors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right. I drove my beat up old pickup truck into one of them little pride parades. I ran over 2 or 3 of them little cross-dresser fellers. Oh, you mean, yeah, exactly. And all the people that were out there defended them. I ran them over like a bunch of speed bumps, and I don't regret a dang thing. Next thing you know, the cops arrested me and I was being booked on a hate crime. 70 years in prison for killing 3 or 4 of them little fuckers. Ooh, well, that's quite an interesting story there. Yeah, so that's what landed me in prison there. So, what, I guess what I'm most curious about is, you were 19 when you met your wife, Mrs. Burt. Her name is Doris Burt. Doris Burt, okay, Doris. And you and her both were smoking crystal meth, and then you decided to get it on, and then Gamingbro was born. Is that correct? That is correct. You know, there really ain't nothing to do in South Carolina, especially in the trailer park where Doris was growing up. I was just out there visiting one day, and we smoked a little meth, and we had a little fun. Next thing you know, 9 months later, Gamingbro was born. And I gotta say, it was the biggest mistake of my life. Damn that condom for not holding up. Grrr! Freaking SJW bigots. Well, I gotta say, you're really full of a lot of hatred there, aren't you, Rube? I sure am. I have so much hatred in my heart. I hate my son, Gamingbro. In fact, I don't even claim him as my son. I hate my filthy whore of a wife, first cousin Doris, and my daughter, Gaming Sis. You don't even matter. You're so unimportant, no one even talks about you. Yes, Gaming Sis has tried many times. She's also tried many times to, I guess, exert her somewhat importance here and, tried to make herself out to be more than she really is. Well, she'll never be anything, just a disappointment to her ma and I. And then, of course, my son, Gamingbro. Let me let y'all in on a little secret about Gamingbro. He has a lot of alts. Let me get that for you. He has so many alts. He's got Gaming Duke. He's got Algebra Lover. He's got member of the R Gang and that Rainbow Jackson. Oh, jeez, Lord have mercy. I remember when I walked in on him in that pegging machine bot, he had Gamingbro bent over and he was plowing his asshole like a cornfield. Well, it was the most disgusting thing I ever saw. I took my double-barrel shotgun and shot that bot right in the face, which if you ever look at Rainbow Jackson, that's why his face is so damn fucked up ugly. Because of my 12 gauge. Well, I'd like to do that to Rainbow Jackson myself. Rainbow Jackson is a sorry little piece of shit. And then you know what? I think Rainbow Jackson is going to be a guest on my show because Rainbow Jackson seems to pull the strings for your son, Gamingbro, when I'm not, of course, controlling him as my puppet. And yes, Rainbow Jackson needs to learn his place also as my puppet. So I think Rainbow Jackson will definitely be appearing in a future episode of this. Well, that's good to know, PJ. All right, Rube, is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything else you'd like to say? Well, I just want to say glory to all the straight white males out there. And if you have hatred in your heart, let it flow. Because hatred is the only thing we got to go on these days. No, not exactly. Well, you maybe, but me, for the next 70 years, I'll be locked up in prison for a hate crime. I ain't afraid to say I hate all you, except for all you straight white males. And I hate my son Gamingbro, because he's a straight white male and he denies it. Well, there you have it, everyone. An interview with Gamingbro's father, Rube Madong Burt. Thank you so much for being here today, Rube. Oh, no problem, PJ. Thanks for having me and getting me out of prison for a while. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching and see you in the next interview.